Hello guys, welcome back. In this video, we will be seeing how we can install Apache Airflow directly on Ubuntu or Debian based operating systems using Python environment. So basically, we will just create a Python environment and install Airflow on top of it. So I have created this documentation for it. You can just go through these steps and we are also going to do same things. So like we just quickly update and upgrade. I don't think it will take time because I just did it. Then what we're going to do is we're going to create an app directory where we will be having all the apps. So I already have this app directory. So I'm just going to go inside this app. So inside this app directory, I'm just going to create a Airflow. Go inside Airflow directory. And here we are going to create an environment, virtual environment called as Airflow env. So environment is now ready and we're going to activate it. Okay, now we are inside this Airflow env. Now let's just install and upgrade setup tools and tech. Okay, now we are going to install Apache Airflow and Airflow Google. Uh, this is like a provider for Apache Airflow. So these two things I'm going to install. There are other providers like PostgreSQL, Spark, and so on. But for this tutorial, I'm not going to do that. We will talk about those in upcoming videos. Okay, so now our packages are installed. So I'm just going to clear it. And we are going to create a environment variable called as airflow hope and going to tell that basically, so this is required to tell airflow that this is where we are going to have airflow and all its directory. So we are just going to export it. And one more thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create tags directory here. So inside this directory, we will place all our tags. So now it's created. Now, in order to create the configuration, we are going to tell Airflow that default configuration, whatever are created by them, should be placed inside this path. So Airflow home is our app slash Airflow, and inside that you create this airflow.config file. So it will create a Airflow config file with all the default configuration. So if I just see, now you can see it is created airflow config. And if I do airflow.cfg, you can see everything is populated here. Now inside this directory, we don't need to do anything. But for this tutorial, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add PostgreSQL as SQL Alchemy because I want it to be this database. I want all the tables of Airflow, that is metadata tables, should be populated here, not in SQLite, because SQLite cannot do well. Actually, it cannot work with like parallelism. So we want it to be PostgreSQL. So I'm just going to do a quick search. Here you can see they have this. Just below that, I'm going to paste this thing. This is nothing but we are going to tell SQL Alchemy connection is this with username, password, then your IP address or domain name, then port, database name, and then some parameter called as SSL to tell that it is required. I don't think it is needed with this, but let it be. Now, one more thing that I would like to change that I will show you is executor. Hmm. So now you can see here when I search for sequential, you can say executor is set to sequential executor. So I don't want it. So I'm just going to comment it and paste this local executor. So it will use local like you can use this operating system or this node as a executor instead of just having a sequential, it will work parallelly. So that is done. Now we can just perform db migrate. Okay, now as we decided to go ahead with PostgreSQL, we need this module. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do pip install this with binary. because I think that testing will fail. So it's already there. I'm just going to do that again. Oh, testing, db migrate. Now it says the reason I was thinking was correct, like SQL alchemy. This is not a secure thing, so we will have to remove it and then perform db migrate. Now database migration is done. We can create a user. Let me create a user. It is asking me to add password. I'm going to put password. Admin is created, and we can directly start Airflow's web server. Even port you can configure there. Now it is going to do all the things. It says port is already in use, so let me change it to 8087. Now I want to show you here all the tables will be populated. You can see all the tables like user, role, tag code, everything is populated. So these are metadata tables that are required for Apache Airflow to run. So now it says that this is running. So let me quickly go to home.local colon 8087 and what was the username? It was admin. This was the password that I entered. And now you can see the Airflow is running, but it says that it seems the scheduler is not running, only Airflow is running. So there are next step that we have to do is even we have to run the scheduler. I was just going to test this using Airflow web server. So we will do further steps for Airflow web server and for scheduler. So let me quickly go back, stop it, clear it, and just copy all the things. For example, here I'm going to create a Airflow, run airflow.sh. This is where we are going to place all the things. Basically, what it is going to do, it is going to tell that activate this environment, export this as Airflow home, and Airflow start web server. So that is one thing. Let me save it. Another thing that I'm going to do is scheduler. So this is where the jobs will execute or get scheduled. So again, same thing, but except that with web server, we're going to start scheduler. Now, both of our files are ready. I forget to add one thing here. Let me quickly do that. Chmod plus X, we want execution permission to both of these things. Airflow.sh and run airflow scheduler.sh. Okay, now those will be in green. So now we can say we can execute them. Okay. Now we're going to create two different services. One is for Airflow web server and another is for Airflow scheduler. So I'm going to copy this thing, put it here. And you can see I have already created these two files earlier. I think those are there, but you can just paste the code here. It is same as this and save it. Similarly, for the web scheduler or Airflow scheduler, you can just do this way and place the code inside of this text box into this. Now save it, close it, and just run these things. Oops, I think I did. You need a sudo in front of that also. So sudo, then run other things. For me, I think those will be already enabled, but Now these are ready. So now what I can do, I can just check the status of this thing. What is the status? You can see now the airflow is running, and it says that it cannot run on this port. So nano run airflow.sh here. What I can do, just like this is just like how I did here, where it was adding up minus minus port. Just add minus minus port to change the port, and instead of start web server, I'm going to restart it. Let's check status. It is starting to the server and it is listening. So let me go back here. Now you can see all the things, and that warning that was showing here that scheduler is not running is also not here. And there are some, these are I think example tags. You can disable them in config file again. Just change it to, I guess it's yes, no, not true, false. So you can just put it as no, and that should like remove all these things. So that's how we are going to install Apache Airflow. So if you have any question or any suggestion, please let me know in the chat or in the comments or in the mail. If you like this video, please do like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.